for chanting Jai Radha Madhava. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Jayo Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radhe. Jayo Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radhe. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Gaura Pimanandi Dayam Vishupad Paramahamsa Pri Vrajakacharya Stotar Satta Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhai Charanaravind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Skandabhiti Founder Acharyas Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Namasarya Srila Hridas Thakur Ki Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Harinam Sankirtan Ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jainitai Gauda Pimanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru, to Sri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Sarakaya Takshurindritam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Ham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaisnavam Scha Sri Rupam Sagradatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakandritam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Taptakan Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansakalpa Tarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Vyayavasya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Shaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Before reciting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a very means of conquest, let us first offer respectful obeisances unto Narayana, Supreme Personality of Godhead, unto Nara, Narayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nasta Prayesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Tamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. By regularly hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam and by rendering a service unto the pure devotee, All that is troublesome within the heart becomes destroyed practically to nil, and loving devotional service unto the Supreme Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, becomes established as an irrevocable fact. Idam bhagavatam nama Puranam Brahma Samhitam Uttama Charitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishi Nisreyasaya Lokasya Dhanyam Swasya Namahat. This Srimad Bhagavatam, known as the Grantara, as the king of all Vedic literatures, is the literary incarnation of God. It is compiled by the incarnation of God as Srila Vyasadeva. It is meant for the ultimate good of all people. It is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Surabhyaya Namaha Om Surabhyaya Namaha Om Surabhyaya Namaha Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam yat kripa tamaham bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam. Hare Krishna. Welcome to our Bhagavatam class. Special guest this morning. We are continuing to read from the first canto, third chapter, entitled Krishna is the source of all incarnations. And we'll be going through different texts that are listing the different incarnations. There's a list of about 20 or so incarnations. Some of them are within what is called the Das Avatar, the list of 10 main incarnations. And there are, of course, innumerable incarnations. I think number 9 today, huh? 9. Yeah, because we read a few texts yesterday, so we are doing number 9. Turiye Dharma Kala Sarge Nara Narayana Rishi Bhutva Atma Upashama Upetam Akarot Duscharam Tapaha Turya Dharma Kalasarge Nara Narayana Vrishi Bhutvat Mupashamupetam akarot dustaram tapaha Turye dharma kalasarge Nara narayana vrishi Bhutavat mupashamupetam Akarot duscharam tapaha Turye dharma kalasarge Nara narayana vrishi Bhutavat mupashamupetam Akarot duscharam tapaha
Turye dharma kala sarge
Turye dharma kalasarge
Nara narayana vrishi
Nara narayana vrishi
Bhutvatma pasho me petam
Budvat mupashamupetam
Makarot durcharam tapaha
Akarot duscharam tapaha
Turye dharma kala sarge
Turye dharma kalasarge
Narayana rishi
Nara narayana vrishi
Bhutva atma pasho me peta
Budvat mupashamupetam
Makarodocharam tapa
Akarot duscharam tapaha Turye. In the fourth of the line, Dharmakala, wife of Dharmaraj, Sarge, being born of Nara Narayana, named Nara and Narayana, Rishi, sages, Bhutva, becoming, Atma Upashama, controlling the senses, Upetam, for achievement of, Akarot, undertook, Duscharam, very strenuous, Tapaha, penance. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. In the fourth incarnation, the Lord became Nara and Narayana, the twin sons of the wife of King Dharma. Thus he undertook severe and exemplary penances to control the senses. Kindly repeat after me. In the fourth incarnation, the Lord became Nara and Narayana, the twin sons of the wife of King Dharma. Thus he undertook severe and exemplary penances to control the senses. Report. As King Rishabha advised his sons, tapasya, tapasya, or voluntary acceptance of penance for realization of the transcendence, is the only duty of the human being. It was not done by the Lord himself. It was so done by the Lord himself in an exemplary manner to teach us. The Lord is very kind to the forgetful souls. He therefore comes himself and leaves behind necessary instructions, and also sends his good sons as representatives to call all the conditioned souls back to Godhead. Recently, within the memory of everyone, Lord Chaitanya also appeared for the same purpose, to show special favor to fallen souls of this age of iron industry. The incarnation of Narayana is worshipped still in Badri Narayana on the range of the Himalayas. Badrinath. Anyone has been to Badrinath? No? Not yet. It is the practice in India before leaving the body. One should visit Char Dham. Badrinath is being referred to here. That is one of the four dhams. Badrinath. So this particular incarnation of Narayana, twin sons of the wife of King Dharma, they are in the category of avatars, and they have especially, are shown not only by giving instruction but by practicing tapasya. Human form of life is especially meant for practicing tapasya. Tapasya is based on discipline. The Prabhupada refers to our present age of iron industry. And Prabhupada underlines that actually India as a country, and for that matter, all other countries also, not meant for industry. At least not the kind of modern industry that is very, actually it is described as ugra karma. Prabhupada translates ugra karma as ferocious activities, very dangerous activities, very, very destructive activities. This petroleum industry is the most polluting industry in the world. And what is the second most polluting industry? No, that is part of petroleum. Second most polluting industry is the clothes we wear. Because most of us, we wear synthetic cloth, isn't it? And what? Huh?
Synthetic also made from petroleum.
Yes. Synthetic means it is artificial and to a large extent different transformation of petrol. So what happens, like plastic. Plastic is, everyone thinks it is very nice, but actually plastic is extremely polluting. So when we throw away our cloth after some time, then we are again polluting Mother Nature. Now there is they're finding plastic everywhere. Even starting to find plastic in the blood of human beings, because even plastic is in the air, in the ocean, on the ground, everywhere. India is a very bad place for plastic. Of course, every country also. Uh, so, iron industry. We are living now in the age of, Kali Yuga means the age of iron. Uh, and because people are uh, not practicing, if we don't practice discipline, tapasya, then the mind will not be controlled and the senses will not be controlled. And that is the situation in modern day society. Therefore, there is a need to teach mm, controlling the mind and controlling the senses. We were quoting that verse yesterday. Tapasya brahmacharyena samenacha damenacha. It is especially during the brahmachari days or years, means early life, that one is meant to control the mind and the senses. And Prabhupada explains that if we train young boys and young girls also to practice this tapasya, then, for example, part of the tapasya is to get up early in the morning and attend Mangalarti, as you have nicely done today. Congratulations. Okay, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, if one practices from very young age, then it is not later on in life. It is like natural. It becomes natural. It becomes natural to fast on Ekadasi. It becomes natural to rise early in the morning. It becomes natural to chant 16 rounds like that. But when that practice is not there, when discipline is not followed, then everything becomes very disturbed, very chaotic. So this particular incarnation of Nara Narayan Rishi, we are remembering our Nara Narayan Rishi, uh, is showing a nice example. Himalaya, that is ideal place for practicing tapasya. Yeah, away from actually some thousands of sadhus, thousands of sannyasis. They live in Himalaya, away from the madness of modern day society. Yeah, especially in the cities, modern day cities. Modern day cities are especially encouraging, you know, uh, more and more indulgence, more and more activities of sense gratification, and therefore they're not the ideal place to practice spiritual life. mm, Here? Mm. Okay, so Prabhupada also quotes King Rishabhadev. King Rishabhadev, one of the ideal uh, Vedic kings who gave birth to 100 sons, the eldest being Bharat. He gave that's one section in the Bhagavatam where King Rishabhadev gives very pertinent instructions to his sons. Okay, yeah, these are the kind of instructions that kings or presidents of different countries should be giving, but that is not there in modern day society, unfortunately. Okay, text number 10. Panchama Kapilo Nama Siddhesha Kala Viplutam Provacha Suraye Sankyam Tattvagrama Vinir Nayam. A translation: the fifth incarnation, named Lord Kapila, is foremost among perfected kings. He gave an exposition of the creative elements and metaphysics to Asuri Brahmana. For in course of time, this knowledge had been lost. Yes, purport. The sum total of the creative elements is 24 in all. Each and every one of them is explicitly explained in the system of Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya philosophy is generally called metaphysics by the European scholars. The etymological meaning of Sankhya is that which explains very lucidly by analysis of the material elements. This was done for the first time by Lord Kapila, who is said herein to be the fifth in the line of incarnations. So, Sankhya. Bhagavad Gita, also there is Sankhya. Sankhya Yoga. And what is the end result of Sankhya? Bhakti, actually. Sankhya, the culmination of Sankhya philosophy is Bhakti. So, in the Vedic context of education, there is what is called Chatur Vidya. What is Chatur Vidya? You're supposed to know. What is the first of the four Vidyas? Vidya means science, right? Knowledge. So the first of the four sciences is called Anvikshiki. And Anvikshiki is divided into three. Number one, Sankhya, which, as Prabhupada mentions here, refers to metaphysics. Physics, matter. Metaphysics beyond matter. So Sankhya is one of three branches of Anvikshiki, or philosophy. The second is called Yoga. So Sankhya we find in the Bhagavatam, especially by Lord Kapila. Lord Kapila. He instructed who? Devahuti, Sankhya philosophy. so Sankhya we find especially in the Bhagavatam. And then the second branch of Anvikshiki is Yoga. Yoga, of course, we find in the Bhagavad Gita. And the culmination of yoga, of course, is Bhakti Yoga. Same, like Sankhya. That's why Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, they are same message. Yeah. they are supporting one another. And the third branch is called tarka. Tarka, uh, how to establish by argument the absolute truth. So, how to know what is true? There are three ways. There are more than three ways, but there are three main ways. One is called prataksha. What is meaning of prataksha? By direct experience, direct sense perception. Ah, I'm holding kartal, so I can see this is kartal. So this, anyone who's, if I tell them this is kartal, everyone will believe because they can see kartal. uh, Direct perception, uh, but now you can see. But if it is dark at nighttime, and if I tell you I have cartel, you cannot see. But if I make sound, then maybe you can accept by the sound. So it means that prataksha, direct perception, is limited. If it is nighttime, we cannot see. Or somebody may be blind, so he also cannot see even though it is daylight. So prataksha is having, as we know, the four limitations, four defects of the senses. Prataksha. Then the second way to understand is called anumana. That means,
Anuman means that to guess,
huh?
assume, guess.
Yes, by what is called hypothesis, uh, by reason. Yeah. So one is by our direct senses, the other one is by our reason or intelligence. But that is also, Prabhupada explains how to become a good philosopher, you must disagree with all the other philosophers. Philosophers are always having their own opinion, their own understanding, their own perception. So that is also limited. And the third, what is the third way to perceive? That is called Shabda. Sabda Praman. Proof by sound. Proof by authoritative sound. So Veda is authoritative sound. That's why Prabhupada would explain how actually our evidence, is actually Shastra. Uh, just to see something on television, because there's so many ways, photography, a big question mark about going to the moon, because anyone can do so many things in the studio. I mean, most of the films they make in studio, or so much, uh, yeah, trick photography. So the actual uh, way to receive knowledge is by hearing from authority. So that's why we hear from the best authority is what is given by Lord Krishna and by his representatives who are repeating the same without changing. That is called Guru Parampara. So that is how, if one is fortunate to come in contact with Guru Parampara, then one can receive proper knowledge, proper understanding. So that is the fifth incarnation, Lord Kapila. And part of this Sankhya philosophy, which is also very important to know, just see, Lord Kapila, when did he appear? So many centuries before, millennia before, but he gave detailed knowledge about the 24 elements, which can be verified, and it's very intricate, very detailed. Most of us, we cannot follow properly. Pangajangali Prabhu is coming? Okay. That's why you're here. Yes. Now the Bengali Leela will start. And it will increase when Prabhu Nityananda comes. It will reach a crescendo. Okay, text 11. Sastam atrer apachyat vam
Sastam atre patapam
vrita prapto nasuyaya
Vita prapto nasuyaya
anvikshikim malar kaya.
Anvikshikim malarkaya
There it is. Yeah. Pralada Dibya Uchivan.
Pralada Divyahuchivan.
Translation. The sixth incarnation of the Purusha was the son of the sage Atri. Okay. He was born from the womb of Anusuya, who prayed for an incarnation. He spoke on the subject of transcendence to Alarka, Pralad, and others. Yadu, Haya, etc. Short purport here. The Lord incarnated himself as Dattatreya, the son of Rishi Atri and Anasuya. The history of the birth of Dattatreya as an incarnation of the Lord is mentioned in the Brahmanda Purana in connection with the story of the devoted wife. It is said there that Anusuya, the wife of Rishi Atri, prayed before the Lords Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva as follows. My lords, if you are pleased with me, and if you desire me to ask from you some sort of blessings, then I pray that you combine together to become my son. Wow. This was accepted by the lords, and as Dattatreya, the Lord expounded the philosophy of the spirit soul, and especially instructed Alarka, Pralad, Yadu, and Haya, etc. So in the text, actually, it mentions about Anvikshikim. And here, Anvikshikim Prabhupada translates as on the subject of transcendence. So, yeah, the highest philosophy or the culmination of philosophy is transcendence. As stated, Prabhupada quotes his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who mentions how philosophy without religion is but mental speculation, and religion without philosophy is but mere sentimentality, which leads generally to fanaticism. Yes, which leads to fanaticism. So, in the world today, we have these two aspects of mental speculation. or fanaticism. So the proper understanding is both need to be combined. Actual philosophy must lead one to transcendental realization. And it's interesting how some of the Western philosophers and scientists, some of them at least, they come to that understanding, although they don't know very much about the transcendence, but they have the basic understanding that there is something beyond. So this is the sixth incarnation, and we'll just read the last one, text number 12. Yes, text number 12. Tata saptama akutyam rucher jagno vyajayata saya madhyay sura ganair apat swam apat swayam bhuvantaram. The seventh incarnation was Jagya, the son of Prajapati Ruchi and his wife Akuti. He controlled the period during the change of the Swayambhuva Manu and was assisted by demigods such as his son Yama. Report. The administrative posts occupied by the demigods for maintaining the regulations of the material world are offered to the highly elevated pious living beings. When there is a scarcity of such living beings, the Lord incarnates himself as Brahma, Prajapati, Indra, etc., and takes up the charge. During the period of Swayambhuva Manu, the present period is of Vaivasvata Manu, there was no suitable living being who could occupy the post of Indra, the king of the Indraloka heaven planet. The Lord himself at that time became Indra, assisted by his own sons like Yama and other demigods. Lord Jagna ruled the administration of the universal affairs. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? No questions. We can close here for now. Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. Hari Bol.
His Holiness Bhakti Raghava Swami